Hello everybody, Skin Deep Beauty Vlogger here. I hope you're all really well. Today I've got another video in the Skin September series which I really hope that you're enjoying. I've had some really lovely comments, so thank you to all of you that have posted such lovely and reassuring comments. I'm really pleased that you're enjoying the series. And today's video is a slightly controversial one. This is going to be disappointing and overhyped skincare products. Now I've previously done a disappointing and overhyped general beauty products video which I will link below. These videos are always a little bit controversial because obviously everybody's different, especially with skincare. Everybody's got such different skin types, different sensitivity. You know, some products may work really well for one person that another person just isn't going to get on very well with. In fact, one of these I'm going to talk about today, I have a personal experience of that. So please do bear that in mind when I'm talking about these products. I've got 6 products to talk to you about today. I always say that you should spend as much as you can afford to with skincare, and whilst I don't like to be negative, I think that it is important to give the disappointing product videos as well as the rave reviews, because some of these products are pretty pricey and I would hate for any of you to waste your money. If you've got a similar skin type to me, then you may well find that these aren't going to work for you. For those of you that don't know, I've got combination dehydrated skin, so I tend to be an oily T-zone, dehydrated cheeks, and I also am quite sensitive as well. At the moment my skin's actually really congested, so I'm trying to sort that out as well. Anyway, without further ado, I'm going to get started, and first up I'm going to talk about one of the most disappointing and overhyped products as far as I'm concerned, and that is of course the Clarisonic. If you watched my first disappointing and overhyped product video, then you will already know why I dislike this, so I'm not going to go into too much detail. Generally, I think it's a nice idea, but I think it's extremely expensive, and I don't feel that people use this appropriately. The Clarisonic say that you should use this twice a day, and I just feel that that's too much because it is essentially exfoliating your face, over exfoliating. It's going to cause sensitivity, it may cause you to overproduce oils. I just did not get on very well with this at all. I know plenty of people that do, so you know, maybe it would work for you, but definitely do your research. Look at other people who've got similar skin type to you, figure out if this is something that's going to work, because I really wanted this. I got sucked into the hype and I spent a lot of money on it, and to be honest I just don't really reach for it that often anymore. Moving on now to products that I don't really hear that much about, and maybe this is why I was really disappointed. It is the Etat Pure Silky Cleansing Oil. For those of you that read my blog regularly or watch my videos regularly, you'll know that I really love to cleanse with an oil. And what's more, I really like French skincare brands. I generally say if you're on a budget, then check out the French pharmacy brands because they are very good at skincare, especially at more wallet-friendly prices than those higher-end luxury brands. So I had really high expectations when I came to try this, but I just didn't get on very well with it at all. I found it extremely difficult to emulsify, and I just didn't feel that I was removing it from my skin thoroughly. So sadly, this was a big fail for me, and I've barely used it. I used it a couple of times, got fed up with the fact that I felt that it was still sitting on my skin, and so I gave up. As I said, not one that I've heard too much about, so do let me know in the comments below if you've tried this, if you're familiar with it, and how you thought it performed. Next up I'm going to be talking about another controversial one because this is a really popular product. In fact, since its launch in 1968, a bottle has been sold every 4 seconds. These are crazy figures when you think about it. It is of course the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturising Lotion. And to be honest, I don't have so much of a problem with this product in particular. This is more meant to represent the Clinique 3-step skincare, which I just think is so harsh on the skin, not something that I would recommend at all. You know, you're starting off with that soap that's just going to lather up, strip your skin of its natural oils as if you hadn't already destroyed the acid mantle. You're then using a Clinique clarifying lotion, which out of all 3 of the steps, if you're going to avoid using anything, definitely avoid using that. It is far too harsh. I've heard stories from people that work on beauty counters where they'll use that as nail varnish remover because it's so harsh. So why would you put that on your skin? This is one that I probably have the least of a problem with. One of the facts that I heard was that if you poured this in a centimetre wide ribbon, it would stretch between the Earth and the Moon and back, of all the bottles that have been sold since its launch. And I just don't think that it's deserving of the hype. I think there are much better products out there, so that's why I've included it in here. But mainly it's actually meant to represent the 3-step skincare as a whole. I just don't have those on hand because I wouldn't dream of putting them on my face. Another popular product, and this one is a newer launch, In fact, it's Clarins' biggest launch of the year, and it's been a really successful launch for them. It is, of course, the Clarins Double Serum. Now, you may be surprised if you watch my channel regularly to see that I'm including a Clarins product in this disappointing products video, because I generally really like Clarins skincare. In fact, I'd probably say that's one of my favourite brands. I was just really disappointed to see that this product launched at such a high price with so much hype surrounding the launch, and I was excited. You know, Clarins bringing out something new. I'm a big fan of their skincare line, so I was really disappointed to see that this is packed with mineral oil, which, although I'm not sort of really regimented in avoiding it, I prefer to, and especially for this sort of price. I mean, it's certainly not groundbreaking. Brands have done this sort of two-chamber style before. Basically, you pump it out, and you've got the two different, it's really liquid, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you this, but you've got the two different streams of liquid that come out. As with all Clarins products, it smells amazing, it sinks into the skin, but it's just not moisturising really because of that mineral oil, so it's just acting as a barrier. Yes, it's locking in moisture, but I just didn't really feel that it was as good as some of their other launches, and that's why I've included it, because I do think that it's both overhyped and it disappointed me. So there are worse things you could put on your skin, but there's also better things, especially if you're spending that amount of money. Next, I'm going to have a rant about cheap skincare. As I've already said, I do think you should spend as much on your skincare as you can. I know that not everybody can afford to spend like creme de la mer prices, but if you're going to avoid a product, then I would definitely recommend avoiding the Biore cleansing strips for your pores. These are the ones you pop on your nose. They come in individual little sachets like this. This box contains 6 nose strips, and I just think this is such a waste of money. Why would you spend your money on something like this when you'd be much better off buying a bottle of exfoliator that's going to last you a lot longer? It's not going to be as harsh on the skin. Maybe invest in the Clarins exfoliating toner or Pixie Glow, something like that that's just going to be so much more beneficial to your skin. Get rid of those blackheads. Applying a strip of fabric onto your nose and ripping it off is just not going to be good for your skin. Especially, a lot of women have a lot of redness around their nose. You know, you've got to be careful of breaking capillaries. I really wouldn't recommend these. They may seem like a quick fix. I know that a lot of people find them very tempting because a lot of people have issues with their pores and with blackheads, but I just wouldn't recommend them, and I really actually think that they're quite a false economy because you're not getting too many uses in this packet. I mentioned at the start of this video that there was a product I was going to talk about that I have a personal experience of me not really getting on so well with it, but somebody that I know, and it's my mum, getting on really well with this product. And so I'm going to finish up by talking about the Elemis Pro Collagen Marine Cream. My mum absolutely loves this for its anti-aging benefits, and I can see why people find this luxurious. It's the Elemis best-selling product. It's a really silky cream, it's pretty expensive, and that's one reason why I have a problem with it, because I just think it's overpriced for the ingredients that you get in here. I mean, this has got glycerin in, so it's going to be good if you've got dehydrated skin, but for me and my acne-prone skin, the ingredients just don't make this worth the risk. I've used this like just for a week to try it out. My mum's really raved about it, she really loves it, so I gave it a go, and between the high dimethicone content and the shea butter, which really does break me out, I just didn't get on very well with this at all. And I was just disappointed to see that some of the ingredients, okay, there are some good ingredients in here as well, but some of them are not dissimilar to those that you'd find in a much cheaper product from, say, the Body Shop. So this is a really hyped up product. Some people love it. Personally, I didn't get on so well with it, and I would say that you should be wary of it if you've got acne prone skin as I do. I hope that you found this video useful. Please don't be too mean, because as I said at the beginning, I know that everybody has different likes and dislikes when it comes to all beauty products, but particularly skincare. Don't forget to check out my blog, which is linked below. I'm doing lots of skincare reviews on there this month to tie in with Skin September. So don't forget to give this a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, then please do so. There's a button just below, and I will see you all soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!